Welcome to the podcast.
Hello, Space Boy.
This chaos is killing me. Hello, Space Boy.
Space Boy, Space Boy, Space Boy. Hello. I bet you didn't think I'd come up with that one.
No, that's a deep cut.
It is a deep cut, isn't it? That one. I was just thinking, like I've said before when we do these, this is like the 16th one now that I've had to come up with a hello at the start for, and I was like, I'm running out of hellos, but I did remember that David Bowie hello.
Bowie.
Yeah, but people who say it Bowie is wrong. They actually asked David Bowie, how do you say it, Bowie or Bowie? But he's named after the Bowie knife, so it's Bowie. But he goes, whatever way you want. I'm like, no, it's not whatever way you want. It's whatever way that it's supposed to be, David.
You've got a case that's supposed to.
I'm supposed to be in the 4th grade.
Sounds to me like someone's got a case of the spostas.
Okay. Well, welcome him to the...
Yeah, welcome to the podcast. This week is 80s comedy movies, which is an interesting one because I thought there'd be more. I thought that as well. You thought after I said it?
We've done 90s comedy movies, so watch it here. And so we did that. And even when I was trying to think of 80s comedy movies, 90s ones were coming into my brain span. It was like, that one. Oh, no, I can't use that one because that came out in the 90s.
And there's a lot of ones that are kind of... They're almost action comedies, or they're romantic comedies, or they're not just comedy films.
Yeah, they're not like laugh out loud.
No, they are funny, but they're not comedies, mate. That's what I'm saying. Like, strictly comedies. Like when there's a... Forget it. Yeah, so that's 80s comedies.
Yeah.
Before that,
what you been doing this week?
working, mate.
Well, I always say what you've been doing this week, but since we do it like every month now, it's actually within the last month. But obviously, he's got nothing more interesting to say than working in an entire month.
Yeah, I'm not even working. That's the problem, mate. The green, the lira, as they call it, pesetas. Hey, let's get.
Do you know what? I didn't think. Here's a little nugget for you before we get into whatever you were going to say, because what I'm going to say is more important. In Simply Red, Money's Too Tight to Mention, when he's like, De Niro money. Yeah.
De Niro money.
Are you talking to me? Are you talking to me? And who else are you talking to? Are you talking to me?
Like, at first I was like, shouldn't it be like...
Pacino.
I've got this dog!
Hey, that's how to catch out those eggs in the ring, right? They got their backs to the dogs and the dog's psychology.
I was like, I didn't think that De Niro was money.
What is it?
No, that's the lyrics. De Niro.
Are you talking to me?
Are you the Robert De Niro impersonator?
Who the are you?
Money. I thought if
What's the currency then?
I don't know, but it's De Niro in it.
Wrong.
Yeah. What you been? Oh, you haven't been doing anything this week. Tell you what I've been doing this week, and I tell you what we do a lot of weeks, right? We play this game called the Isn't Dead game, right? And the one that was most recent is, basically what we do is, one time, many a year ago, we said, I can't remember who started it, but one of us said, Elton John ain't dead. And then always the thing is that as soon as you say somebody ain't dead, you go like, Elton John ain't dead. And then you're trying to persuade the other one to look at some kind of like, you'd look at the news to verify it, to see if they are actually dead or not. And he had a classic one, because this is the one that he always goes back to. One day he said to me, LL Cool J ain't dead. And I was like, that.
Yeah.
It sounds like...
Because you have to pick someone that's kind of plausible.
You can't be like...
why is that name come to his head? He must be dead.
Yeah, he's got to be.
Because if they're too obscure, then it's like, well, he's just picked someone.
I said that because that happened the other day, because I said Africa Bambaataa died. And I said, Africa Bambaataa ain't dead. This was over message. And he just wrote back, who?
They're not. Who the f is that guy? Who the f is that?
Yeah, that doesn't work.
You're like, and he must be dead. Because if I don't know, if you don't know it is, I wouldn't just come up with that name. I did do one, though. Didn't I do Cyndi Lauper? And you said, because what happens is, the game doesn't work properly over text. Because I don't really know if he's going to look it up or not. So if I'm like, Cyndi Lauper ain't dead, and he's like, because we always write back, even if the person is dead, we always write back, I know, mate.
Yeah, and then I say, then he says, check the news. Then pulls up a fake news article that says something like say you say Kelsey Grammer ain't dead.
Yeah.
And then I say, they'll find some article that says, this Frasier star.
Yes, it is. It's always them classic ones, isn't it?
Like somebody that worked on Frasier.
Yeah, because it always works. It always comes like straight into my mind. As soon as I see one of them, it's like, Friends legend dies. So I'm just like, it's obviously like the cameraman, so he's not a legend. If you're a cameraman,
drop it in
the comments. you probably are a legend, I don't know, in something else. Not that the cameras... I sound like, what's his name, Timothy Chalamet, slating opera or whatever.
If people want to see it like Barbie, like Oppenheimer, they're going to go see it and go out of their way to be loud and proud about it. And I don't want to be working in ballet or opera or, things where it's like, hey, keep this thing alive, even though no one cares about this anymore.
So anyway, you can try that game at home yourselves if you want. I was watching...
Look at this, by the way. People are saying, oh, you're dressed in the same things. He got me the tightest shirt.
He said, get me something that makes me look buff.
It's all about me. Please look at me. I am so pretty. Love me. Want me.
No, you don't want to look buff. You want to look like it's...
He wanted to look buff, right?
No. All right, well, let's trade then. If you want to look buff, wear the tighter one.
Where'd you learn to trade?
You stupid you idiot. Whoever told you that you could work with men?
Yeah. The other thing I wanted to get your knowledge on this, right? And I think we spoke about this once before. I feel that we've spoke about this before, haven't we? I feel we did.
Don't tell me how to feel.
Don't tell us what we're going to feel. We're trying to solve a problem. Don't tell us what we're going to feel.
I was watching a documentary about Hiroshima, right?
Hiroshima.
Same thing, mate. And on it, right, this is one thing I always wondered. They said that when they dropped the bomb, and they were like, it had...
I know what you're going to say.
What am I going to say?
What about the person that was waiting 1 metre beyond where the blast stopped?
It says, they dropped it and there's a 40-mile radius, yeah? So I was thinking... When it gets to 40 miles, what if you stand just beyond the 40? Like, if you stand there, is it just like this? In front of you. You're like, just in a line. Because it has to be that, doesn't it?
The line is a doctor.
You're right. I have no excuses. I was totally over the line. Over the line? You're so far past the line that you can't even see the line. The line is a dot to you.
Because it's a 40-mile radius. You're like, so at 40 miles it stops?
No, it dissipates.
Just this guy, he always has to put in the big word just to try and make a mockery of my story.
Look, it means by the time 40 miles, it's basically faded out to nothing by 40 miles. So you'll get basically nothing.
How do they know
miles.
that, though?
Because they know how far it travels.
We were speaking about, just before we started doing this, we were speaking about how, if you remember, if you've watched our other episodes, I said about cat food. I saw an advert for it and they said it's the most delicious cat food ever. And I said, how do they know? Because the cats wouldn't speak to them and say, meow, meow, that's nice. No, that wouldn't happen.
No, they'd just see how much of it the cat ate.
Cats are desperate, mate. And so I was telling him a fact about cats and I said that when they see you, they don't see you as a human. They see you as a cat because some cat professor or whatever said that. And I'm like, how does he know? Because a cat would have to say to him, wouldn't he? Have to speak to him and be like, we see a bird, not your face. Like, how would they know?
Maybe they press a button. They say, which one of these is this person, left or right?
It's just not that. The technology's not that enhanced, mate. But anyway, we got off topic there. But yeah, so if you've ever had a bomb and stood up beyond the radius, what was it like? Okay, so it's time for your favourite part. You know what part it is? Check your watch. You haven't got a watch on, but just check it. This one comes from Bruce Forsyth. Nice to see you. To see you. Nice. Good game. Thanks for the letter, Bruce. We appreciate it. He says this. He says, you both went to university, didn't you? Well, thanks for knowing that, Bruce, even though we know it. Well, we have actually have said that. Did you know that I went to university?
Yeah. Proper university.
Shout out to Bath. You went Bath Uni? I went Bath Bar University. It's the same. I remember I said to my dad I got into Bath Uni and he said, I'm proud of you, son. Yeah. And then I told him, Bath Bar University. And he said, a spa. He said, I've got no son.
So have you got any stories about uni?
No.
I'll tell you one of mine, because luckily one came into my brain. I didn't prepare it or anything like that. We used to live with like this, like a girl and a gay guy, and they moved out because it was like a disgusting kind of house. Not me, but other people. And then the new guy who moved in was like a stoner guy. And I was telling you this story the other day, wasn't I? That when he always like got stoned, fell asleep, and it was in the days of DVDs when you used to have the DVD menus on, and he always used to watch Father Ted. So all I could ever hear all night was Father Ted with the menu repeating all the time, drink, back, girls!
Sacrifice, out! Oh my God!
It used to be like, you turn it off, mate. Bang, bang, girls. Then you like suddenly it was because it used to have that pause, didn't it?
Yeah.
It would pause for a second, then you'd be like, drink, bang, girls.
Bow down.
Yeah, that would come on. Oh, I hear you're a racist now, Father. Just like the same three quotes all night. So that's what it was like in my university. So I hope you like that. Anyway, that was what happened with those letters. If you've got any letters, send them in or whatever. But now it's time for the Bet You Motherfucker. Okay, so the best 80s comedy movies. Okay, my first one is... Do you remember this one? Well, I haven't told you what it is yet.
I do remember it.
I haven't told him what it is yet, but I think he might remember it.
I think I do remember it.
Coming to America.
Once upon a time, in a faraway kingdom, lived a handsome prince.
Why? Why can't I find my own wife?
We've gone to a great deal of trouble to select for you a very fine wife.
I want a woman that's going to arouse my intellect as well as my loins.
Where will you find such a woman?
In America.
Coming to America.
Coming to America?
Yeah. No, not Coming to.
Yeah,
not number 2.
We'll get into that.
Not number 2. That's a bad film. He comes from Africa or something, doesn't he? He's a prince or something in Africa. I haven't seen it for a while. And he comes over and he's living in America, so he doesn't really know about the customs and stuff like that. And he goes and works for that guy, and he works at McDowell's. How did they even get away with that in them days?
What do you mean?
Calling it McDowell's.
Yeah, but in the film, it's like, it's a poor man's McDonald's.
See, they're McDonald's. I'm McDowell's.
So they don't care, because they're like, it's like they got the arch.
Mine is the Golden Arcs. Now, see, they got the Big Mac. I got the Big Mick.
We got the 3 hoops.
Yeah, it was something like that, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was. Yeah, it was one of them jokes in it. It had that scene in it that was a classic scene. That remember when Samuel L. Jackson comes into the place.
Yeah.
And he's like, and Akeem, who's Eddie Murphy's character, comes out and he's like,
It would be wise for you to put the weapon down.
Whatever. He's like,
Who the is this asshole?
And I used to have that as my ringtone, like my voicemail thing.
Who the is this asshole?
That's that great scene at the start when he first gets to America and he goes on that balcony, doesn't he? He's like,
Good morning, my neighbors!
That guy's like, you, and he's like, yes, 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 you too.
There's some Soul Glow as well.
Soul Glow, let your soul
glow.
And that was like a white guy who sang that, wasn't it? Did you see him doing that? When he dresses up as the guy and he's in the church, I believe children are future.
Thank you. Teach them well and let them lead the way.
That's a great character. That character deserved its own spin-off.
And I think that with that was, and I remember thinking, this wasn't like Nutty Professor or whatever. You know, when he played, Eddie Murphy used to play all the characters, but you could tell that they were like Eddie Murphy dressed up. Well, he dressed up as that Jewish white guy, and when I was a kid, I didn't even know.
I didn't know, yeah. All those people in there.
Pound for pound, Sugar Ray Robinson, the greatest fighter ever lived. Oh, come on, man. What about Joe Louis?
The Blonde Bomber. Now that was a great...
Yeah, even the guy who just looks like him, bald version of him, who's cutting the hair, you know, he's like, yeah, Sonny Liston. You know, like, I had a mate, and his brother had it on VHS, and he had a VHS version that was even dubbed on the VHS. You know, a bit like when I had National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation, it said Danny Dancing K instead of Danny effing K. On this one, it was the part in there where they're arguing about Sonny Liston and Cassius Clay, and then the main guy who's cutting Akeem's hair, he's like this.
F you, and you. Who's next?
Damn you, damn you, and damn you. If I can find a clip of that,
yeah,
that would be because I've talked about that for 8 years because it was like his favourite part. They used to do the dubbing like that. Coming to America, great film. If you've never seen it, check it out, baby. What's your?
I think you'll like this one.
Do you reckon?
I think it's the one in blue there.
No, whoa.
Whoa.
There's nothing on here, mate. It's just notes. But yeah, so what's your first one?
Yeah. How many Hungarios can say this? Spinal Tap.
Very delicate. Well, this piece is called Lick My Love Pump.
This is Spinal Tap.
There's such a fine line between stupid and clever.
Spinal Tap.
Spinal Tap.
It's spinal. Yeah, that's how people from Netherlands say it. Like Steve McLaren won it. Arsenal, good team.
20 aanvallen of toch vooral proberen de nul te houden.
Clean sheet, I call it, is one of the most important things in football. But on their day, I think Arsenal are the best footballing team, play the best football.
Yeah, you can't say that anymore. Hey!
That's pretty funny.
Yeah,
well, but they might win the league.
Yeah, if you win the league, drop it in the comments. There won't be any comments.
The Atlanta Falcons.
Hey, Mo, you want to come with me and Wally to the Super Bowl?
Oh, absolutely. My favorite team's in it. The Atlanta Falcons. Yeah, ever since I was a boy, I've always loved the Atlanta Falcons.
There won't be any comments. They'll just be like people, are you actually wearing the same clothes?
Yeah.
Yeah, Spinal Tap. Like we've referenced Spinal Tap before because we've referenced it in Simpsons episode where we've referenced them, like you just said, the Hungarios joke. Spinal Tap.
We're very big in Bulgaria, and what's his name? Yadagaria, Hungaria, yeah, whatever. Like, yeah. On the other hand, each of us just bought our own soccer team. How many Hungarios can say that?
Which is a great joke, and we referenced it because the guy who's driving, the chauffeur who's driving the car, he's telling that story where he's just like. Yeah.
You know what the title of that book should be? Yes, I Can, if Frank Sinatra says it's okay. Because Frank calls the shots for all those guys.
And then they like do like a like laugh like that. And he's like, and you know, the other thing about Frank Sinatra is like
he sees Frank. Frank's walking down Broadway by himself.
Limeys. Well, you know, they're not used to that.
Yeah, what do you like about Spinal Tap? What do we always talk about Spinal Tap? Because we have certain jokes in it that we like where they're not even really like a joke. One of the ones that always stands out is after they do Stonehenge, and then the small versions of like Stonehenge rocks come down.
When you build the actual piece.
But this is what you asked for, isn't it?
What?
Well, this is the piece.
This is the piece?
Yes.
Are you telling me that this is it? This is scenery? Have you ever been to Stonehenge?
For fear that daybreak might come too soon.
And then the bass player Derek or whatever is just like,
Can I raise a practical question at this point? Yeah. Are we going to do Stonehenge tomorrow?
and then that other one's like,
No, we're not gonna fucking do Stonehenge.
no, we're not gonna fucking do Stonehenge.
Roll that clip. That's a great clip. I forgot about that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, go on.
No, I was going to say another classic is when they're talking about the albums, isn't it? And they're like, in 1970 you released Shark Sandwich. He's like, it's just a 2-word review.
Just said sandwich.
Where'd they print that? Where'd they print that? That's not real, is it?
They never printed that, did they? They never.
And then talking to the army guy. So you'll be on 800 hours? It's like, what, so that's like 16,000? Oh, I can't remember exactly.
I would like to get the playing on about 1,900 hours, if that's satisfactory.
Where would that be?
I make it now, it's about 1,830 hours.
So that's what, 50 hours?
Well,
120 hours?
They can't tell the time.
Yeah, because that guy's like, oh, yeah. I like the music, not your music in particular, but other music, and I like the haircut. Mine's getting a little shaggy myself. He's got like a crew cut or something.
Although I shouldn't talk, my hair's getting a little shaggy too. Better not get too close to you, they'll think I'm part of the band. I'm joking, of course.
And because that's the scene where they can't make it to their way to the stage or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
And another one on the albums one is like, and then you released, and on the 7th day God made Spinal Tap. It's like,
This pretentious, ponderous collection of religious rock psalms is enough to prompt the question, what day did the Lord create Spinal Tap, and couldn't he have rested on that day too?
Never heard that one. That's a good one. That's a good one.
Couldn't he have rested on that day?
I think Spinal Tap's one of those films where a lot of the parts aren't as funny as you remember, but the funny parts are that funny that, you know, it's not one of those films I'm laughing every minute.
I think a lot of people will always just talk about this one goes to 10, which is still a funny scene.
Well, is that from this film?
Oh.
I thought they went to 11, mate.
Look, cut out.
No, you're kind of right, because they do say this one goes...
Well, yeah, he says, why not make 10
louder?
The numbers all go to 11. Look, right across the board. 11, 11,
and most of
11,
the
and then
amps go up to 10.
Exactly.
Does that mean it's louder? Is it any louder?
Well, it's one louder, isn't it?
You know what I always thought about that? Making 10 louder sounds like it's more difficult than just making an 11. Because 10's already got its 10, hasn't it, to the 10. And then what you're going to do, rewire it so that there's like a little bit more that you can go up to. Like, it doesn't work. Just put an 11 on it.
That's what they did.
Yeah, but isn't that just 10 being a bit louder?
One louder.
Why don't you just make 10 louder and make 10 be the top number and make that a little louder?
These go to 11.
Like, it is, isn't it, really? Just these go to 11. Well, it's just... doesn't matter. The semetics don't matter. Semantics.
Semantics.
Anti-Semitics.
Who's that?
No, that's just what people who don't like Jewish people.
I think it says Andy Semitic.
No, I don't know anybody, mate.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
Spinal Tap, if you've never seen it, see it. Oh, and don't watch Spinal Tap 2, but we might get to that later.
That's something we need to mention, right? Because we've done so many reviews of
we've done
all
a lot
these
of
classics. We didn't want to go into it again and do like scenery.
Yeah, because when we were making a list, not that we make a list, because we don't make a list, we just do it off the top of our heads. But we were saying, well, we don't really want to go and just talk in length about those again, because, like we say, you can go and see the reviews. So for films like Dirty Rotten Scoundrels,
my favourite comedy scene of all time. Possibly.
Oh, the wheelchair part.
How about this?
When he first gets hit and he's just like...
Yeah.
Like, you know it's painful, but he's just like, he's thinking about it. And it's like, no.
Any feelings there?
Plus, it has that great payoff where it's just like, he's so happy, he's crying.
Ghostbusters.
You don't think it's going to be. It's not meant for kids because number one, they're all smoking all the way through it as well, and number two, it has that scene where he's in the bed with the ghost or whatever. Like that'd be weird now watching that. If you're watching it with a young kid, they'd be like, I don't get
this soul
by a ghost
played for laughs. You know, with the classic.
See no evil, hear no evil.
We still cry. Yeah, that's right. We bad.
That's right, we bad. We don't take no shit. Darn right. That's right. We don't want no shit either. That's right. Darn right.
Well, yeah, don't take no shit.
That's right, say no shit. No shit.
Planes, trains, obviously.
Start by wiping that dumbass smile off your rosy cheeks.
Those aren't pillows.
And Owen.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, that's why we had to put like lesser films like Weekend at Bernie's on here, which is a one-note film. Let's be honest.
Well, no, let's not be honest.
All right, it's got loads of jokes.
I love Weekend at Bernie's.
Would you two like to come to my house at the beach?
Love to.
For Larry and Richard,
How are you?
this is a place to die for.
Yeah, but Lomax is dead. He's not around anybody anymore.
I know that. You know that. Nobody else knows that.
Weekend at Bernie's.
Are we doing it again today?
Oh, absolutely. You know we are.
Great. We'll see you later, guys. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye, ladies.
People would go, is that a guilty pleasure?
When was the last time you watched it?
Not very long ago, mate. Last year.
I don't believe it.
No, I did. You should believe
Find
me,
the Facebook
because I hadn't seen it for a long time. I'll find it.
Put it there.
Right, here it is. I just love it because they don't...
You love it? He's got one bit of information about it.
Next page, mate. 2 more. What was the first one that I put about it? It's ridiculous. I wrote it's ridiculous. Like I would need to remember that part, right? I wonder if
a reanimated dead guy. That's not ridiculous.
Because I said in it, because we spoke about in what was it? It was in was it the worst films? Because we put Weekend at Bernie's too in, remember? Because he goes on a date with that guy and like she's just like, oh, you're such a great guy, and then he punches that guy in the face, doesn't he? He's like, he's not afraid of you.
We watched it when it came out. I'm watching scenes from it.
Yes.
And then this woman's like going on a date with him. Right? And it's just like that. And then she's like, oh, you're quiet. You're the quiet, sensitive type. And then this muscle-bound guy punches him in the face a couple of times.
Where do you think you're going?
I'm going to have a good time.
You're going to have a good time?
Yes.
With him?
Do it. Stop it. See, Arnold, he's not afraid of you.
And then punches him.
Like then all the voodoo.
Voodoo people are like, yeah, all I have to do is I just bring him back to life and then he'll just walk us to the money. And then it shows the guys there, like, outside the thing, and they putting on, like, MC Hammer or something like, you can't touch this. And they're dancing like that, and then thingies like that, ain't just like, and they're like, oh my God!
Get on up. Get on up. Get on up. Get on up. Wow!
Because I think when we were talking about Weekend at Bernie's 2, and I was talking about Weekend at Bernie's 1, and I was saying, because it has a scene in it where, like, they're in the house with Bernie, who's just like, he's just a dead guy, but they're just using him to like pretend he's alive. And then his girlfriend comes around and they're just sitting downstairs and she's like, just gonna go up and see Bernie, and goes up there. And when she comes out, she's like, woo!
Got a little scotch?
Did everything go okay up there?
Never been better.
And it's implied that he's got rigor mortis. That's why he could, do that. And it's like, okay, well, why in the other scene when the guy's sitting outside with Bernie and them girls are like, "We'll come over to the party later." And he's like, "See you later, ladies." Lifts his arm up and Bernie's like that, like waves. Rigor mortis, you'd be like this, not a natural.
Make sure you bleep that. When Itchy played Scratchy's bones.
Oh, look, mate.
2F09, when Itchy plays Scratchy's skeleton like a xylophone, he strikes the same rib twice in succession, yet he produces two clearly different tones. I mean, what are we, to believe that this is some sort of magic xylophone or something? Boy, I really hope somebody got fired for that blunder.
Yeah, that's what it is. Don't overthink it, mate.
And they even have, like, the bad guy in it is... He sees them with you can kind of see that they've figured out this system to put their arms. Bernie has his arms around them and they tie their ankles together. You know, like if you're doing a 3-legged race or something. And so they're all like walking down the pier like that.
Got him! On the boat! Vito, I'm telling you, Lomax is alive.
And then the guy's like that to his boss. Bernie's alive! I can't even believe it! And he just takes that for meaning he's alive. And then the guy goes to try and kill him. And then coincidentally, at that exact moment, they're wheeling Bernie out to put him on the patio or something. And then they hit the thing and Bernie goes flying over the rail. And the bad guy's waiting underneath with a gun like this. And Bernie falls on the bad guy like that. And so the guy's like, "Ah! Ah!" They start fighting like that, and then he goes like this on Bernie. Even though Bernie's not even making any noise or anything like that, and the guy's like, and then just lets Bernie go, and he's like, "It's done," or whatever. It's like, no, you would know that he was not dead. When I've handled dead bodies, mate, I've known that they're dead or whatever. Yeah. You would know that he wasn't dead. Plus, he doesn't stink. Which he would. I know in the second one, they sprayed him with deodorant, but...
yeah, that wouldn't cover it. He'd have maggots and things on him by that point.
Don't bring down the tone, mate. It's a comedy. He never talks, which is true, he doesn't talk. You know, he's always in the house like this, with his arm laid out, and, like, some woman goes...
In the whole film?
Yeah, he talks at the start when he's alive.
Very, very good work. How would you two like to come to my house at the beach?
Well, he does talk there.
No, he doesn't talk when he's dead, mate.
Well, how could he?
What I'm saying is that he doesn't talk when he's dead.
You know what they should have done? They should have...
Right, wait up. Let's say this $1 million idea.
They should have recorded his voice before he died.
But they didn't know he was getting killed. That was the whole point of the film. They get to his house.
No, but they should have been like they're on the phone to him or something like that, and then they're like, "Wait, we were on the phone to him," and then be like, and then done tape recorder of him. In the second one, they should have done that.
Well, the second one is a bit unbelievable. The second one has got, he's voodoo and all that kind of stuff. Voodoo, you don't do what I do. Remember that?
No.
Prodigy, mate. Voodoo people, fancy people, voodoo people, fancy people. Put it in. Put it in so it gets copyrighted.
No. Like all our videos.
All right, so thanks for your thoughts on Weekend at Bernie's, which is, like we agreed, it's a great movie.
Not as great as this one.
No, but what do you mean? Oh, wait, it's your choice, isn't it?
Yeah.
I wonder what it'll be.
I wonder if it's Naked Gun.
In this city, there's crime on every street. But one man has seen enough. He's Lieutenant Frank Drebin, the Naked Gun, from the files of Police Squad.
Naked Gun, one of the best trilogies of all time.
Yeah, and you know what? The 2 and 3 don't get great reviews.
3 especially.
3 always gets slated. What was this in 3 or was it? No, I think this might have been in 1 actually. You know when he goes to get information from that guy who's shining his shoes or whatever. Get your fucking shine box.
Now go home and get your shine box.
Shining shoes? You mean the fisherman guy?
He's shining his shoes, isn't he?
No, he's not.
I'm pretty sure that when they go up to the dock...
No, the one who's like, maybe I don't know about it. He's just at the dock, and he's a guy that works at the dock. Why would he shine shoes at the dock?
I don't know, but
it's a great scene.
There's people getting their shoes shined.
There's no one's getting the shoe shine there.
You know anything about the double killings at the Acme Credit Union?
You're barking up the wrong tree with this Ralph twice.
Well, we'll see in the clip, won't we?
Yeah.
We'll see in the clip. But because he says to him, have you heard about a guy, there was a murder down here? He's like, I don't know. I don't think so. And he's like, how about now? Gives him like $40 or something. He's like, yeah, there wasn't murder down here. Maybe it was around. And he was like, well, what? He was like, why? What are you asking about?
And he's like, I shouldn't really tell you about this. How about now?
Oh, yeah? Maybe this will refresh your memory.
I don't know, it's still kind of hazy.
How about this?
Yeah, I remember him. I used to see him around. Why do you want to know?
Okay, it's part of an investigation. And we're doing something like that. It's like
part of an investigation.
Maybe that's not even the line. I think that should be the line if it isn't.
One of the ones that we wanted to speak about was not actually out of Naked Gun, but it was out of the precursor to Naked Gun. What was it called? Police Squad. Because there's a scene in it where I think was it a trailer for Police Squad that the scene was in that we always think about. The dummy. There's a dummy, and I'm sure it was in a trailer for a trailer for Police Squad where Frank Drebin's there and he's like having a fight with a guy, but he's a guy with ventriloquist dummy, so he's like that. Punches the guy, then he's like punches the dummy.
True. Well, that's easy. All you'd have to look out.
Police Squad was just that is a great precursor series, wasn't it? Because the bit at the end where all the sets collapsing,
and then they just stay
and then
there.
that guy in the background, loads of the set falls on his head. And then it's like he just doesn't react. It's just the health and safety was just crazy back then but fair play to him, he didn't react to it.
We always used to do a thing out of the one where at the end of the game, I don't even know how they managed to do this, but they managed to put a chip into a baseball player's brain or something that could make him want to kill the Queen or something. And so when it goes bling, comes on, he's like this. I must kill the Queen.
I must kill the Queen. I must kill the Queen.
And then we just do that sometimes. Like he'll come into the room, he's like, I must kill the Queen. I must kill the Queen.
I mean, it's crazy that there's literally 2 jokes every minute. We can't think of them, but it's well worth watching.
Yeah. So my next one is Police Academy.
Want you to go to the police academy.
The police academy is such a dangerous place.
Honey, don't worry.
I'm trapped here?
Oh, yes. We all are.
Can you get my kitty cat out of the tree?
No problem, ma'am.
Police Academy.
What did you like about Police Academy?
The guy that does the voices.
Daniel! Wanna fight, huh?
Yeah, the impressions guy. Of course, everybody thinks he's funny. If you went online and you look at YouTube, funniest funniest Police Academy moments, it's nearly all him. It was very much the funny things were kind of stereotypes of things. So it'd be like you used to have Zed, who was that Bobcat Goldthwait, and he's always like, I don't know.
Gene made a machine. And Jojo made it go. I blew a fart and blew the whole damn thing apart.
I'm doing and the whole thing was that it's funny because he's got that weird voice. That was his thing. Then you had Hightower, who was big, tall, guy. Because when I was looking for the funniest clips, there's one where he's learning to drive, and then there's a guy in front of him, and he crashes into the guy's car, and the guy comes out of the car, and he's just like,
You idiot! You bastard! You dumb shit!
And then he sees he's a big guy, and he's like, oh, and just goes and gets in his car. That wouldn't happen, right? Because I remember seeing a story about there was a guy, and Jack Nicholson crashed into his car, right? So he went to have a go at Jack Nicholson, and he was like, oh, it's Jack Nicholson. So he was just like, wow, kind of starstruck. And he went back to his car and didn't do anything. And then Jack Nicholson got out of his car, went to the back. There was golf clubs in it. Got the golf clubs out, walked up to the guy's car, got on top of the hood, the boot, and started just smashing his windows like that. Like smashing them up. And the guy was like this. That's Jack. You know, like didn't even care. This car was
that's true.
I'm telling you, mate, that is true.
You snotty little bastard.
You can't handle the truth.
He always says this. Every time he always goes, none of that's true.
Yeah, and he can't find the articles.
Why would I make it up?
Because that's what you do. All your stories are made
They're
up.
not made up. What, like I said about the Steven Seagal one, when he threw him the shotgun and said, see what you can do, and he said it was made up. It wasn't. we had a fridge there, and we had this interview from Steven Seagal. It was gold. Everything he said was gold. And he was talking about, remember when Hurricane Katrina happened, and it was like a big thing, and you had like a lot of celebrities who were going out to help with like the relief effort and things like that. Seagal goes, this was his exact words, I saw all these pussies on the TV going and pretending they're helping with Katrina. Well, that didn't happen with me. I just went down there. Sheriff threw me a rifle. I cocked it, and he said, "Just see what you can do."
You're saying that's word for word. I doubt.
Honestly, he said that because he also said, "There's no clip of it, mate."
Oh, what? Oh, what a surprise! He always does this.
Hey, excuse me. Wait a second. Didn't I just say a second ago I had a fridge with an interview on it? I didn't say I had a TV in a fridge. I'm not Snoop Dogg.
Yeah, you didn't find that article. You said it was a magnet on your...
No, look, again, he gets it wrong. It was a thing on my fridge. It's not TV in my fridge. I'm not Snoop Dogg.
It's not one of the best ones of the 80s, mate.
One of the best of the 80s, so check it out when you get a chance. But now, it's time for... All right, the worst 80s comedies. I put in dark text, so I can't read what it says.
Wait, it says, you say Short Circuit 2.
Yeah, so why don't you go first?
Yeah, I'm going. Short Circuit 2.
Human porcupines. Smile!
What is that?
What is what?
What's number 25? Swing into action. Oh, smash! You're gonna get recycled.
Oh, I'm really scared for sure. It's a deeply moving picture. Short Circuit 2.
Right, I would agree with this one, but I would not agree in another way. In like, if you've seen Short Circuit 1, I think that's okay, right? But it's not. It's a bit.
It's mid.
Yeah, it's mid. Whereas Short Circuit 2 it's different. So I like it a little bit more. And I grew up. I think we grew up watching Short Circuit 2 more than Short Circuit 1. Yeah, I
agree.
Because I think the Short Circuit 1 came out like early 80s, I think, and Short Circuit 2 came out later, and it was shown more on TV.
Well, that's the thing. Short Circuit 1, 1986, and 2, 88.
Yeah, and if you think about Short Circuit 1. What stands out in your brain out of that film? Can you even remember? Like, I can't even remember what happens in it. I just think it's like E.T. almost. You know, like...
Yeah, he's just
a weird robot.
Yeah, when he looks around, where's he gone? Or, like, it was that kind of thing.
Yeah, it had... He gets battered, doesn't he?
Hey, no, wait!
By all them...
Oh, yes. It reminds me of, like, Turtles. When Raph
when Raph. Yeah, but like I said about that, wasn't there an implied relationship between Raphael and April O'Neil?
You always say that. It's not.
Yeah, because he's in the bath, isn't he? And it's that somber scene where he's just like...
Leonardo, meanwhile, has kept a constant vigil with Raphael.
Like
this one wasn't as somber.
Yeah, I thought it actually was. I remember thinking, you know, when you get tears in your eyes but they don't fall out. I remember thinking that when I saw Johnny Five after he gets beaten up by these thugs. And then, but the thing is, he gets his will back, and he comes back and he's got like a mohawk and everything.
All right, let's party.
and he goes out to get like the main bad guy of the film. And here's one thing that we were talking about before. I don't know why we were talking about it, because he didn't know that this film was going to come up, even though it's his choice. But there's a scene in it where the bad guy's getting away near the end, and Johnny Five, I don't even know how he does this, but he gets up on a crane like thing, and he swings down to get the bad guy, and he does it just right. But he's got computer brain, hasn't he? So he'd probably know the dimensions to get it exactly right when he got the guy. And I always had it in my brain that when he swung down, swang.
Let me swang it.
Let me swang it, girl.
Let me swing it, girl. Smash it in, babe. Let me swing it, girl. Smash it in, babe. Let me swing it, girl. Smash it in, babe. The way I work that kitty gonna make your heart sing.
That's one of our favourite comedy songs. Let me smang it, girl, isn't it? Yeah, let me smang it, girl. So when he swung down, on the way that he was swinging, he was like this: "I'm coming to get you, mother." And when I rewatched it a few years ago, I was waiting for that part that he says, "I'm coming to get you." And then when he came down, he doesn't even do that. He just goes like this. Oh. Oh, the Tarzan, that thing of Tarzan, and just gets the guy.
That makes more sense.
Yeah, but I remembered that happening. I told my mate about it, and he said that it was a PG, mate. They never had. I'm like, so to this day, I've been trying to find I even put it on the internet. What is the X-rated version of Short Circuit 2?
What a weirdo. X-rated.
You're a weirdo. That was a. I remember there was once I was living in this place, and I went out one day, and I think I was hungover, and I was walking down the street, and I told him this story. And as I was walking down the street, I was just pretty much dressed like what I'm dressed like now. And there was this little girl across the road from me, and she goes like this. As I'm walking past, she goes, "You're a weirdo." And I was just like, because I didn't want to say anything. I didn't want to do it. I mean, it wasn't like she was right next to me. She was across the street, but she just stopped to move her whole body to focus on me and say, "You're a weirdo." So I was just like, head down, just keep on walking. She was like, "You're a weirdo." I was just like trying to get away at that point. "He's a weirdo." And it was like, it literally hurt me. I wonder what she's doing now, because it was a long time ago.
You're lucky Dad didn't come out or something when that was going on. Because then he'd be like...
Yeah, but I'd be like, "I'm not a weirdo."
And then he'd be like, "Well, she says you are a weirdo."
Yeah, well, she's a liar, I'd say.
Yeah, tell it to the judge.
Yeah, so if you've got that version of Short Circuit 2, send it in to our address. Here's our address here in the house we live in. Short Circuit 2. Oh, great choice for a bad one there.
Yep, thank you.
My one is, now some people might think this is a bit of a hot take. 3 men and a little lady.
Introducing Matt, Peter, and Jack. We are ramming 3 dads doing a marriage rap. You're just a little lady and you need your sleep. Don't want to hear no job talking about something to eat. Break down.
3 men and a little lady.
Why is that a hot take?
Because some people like those films.
They like 3 Men and a Baby.
Why would they not like 3 Men and a Little Lady? It's basically the same film.
Yeah, because it's the same film.
The
Why were they all the dads?
I don't know. Maybe it was probably. I don't know. I can't.
It's
in the bad comedy ones, mate. I didn't go back and watch it. Maybe it was a bit like, how did My Two Dads work on TV?
I think we're Father of the Year.
You can count on me. No matter what you do, you can count on me. No matter where you go, you can count on me.
One was the dad, one was the stepdad.
I don't think so. I don't know if that was the way, mate. Yeah, so what's the part you remember out of 3 Men and
I don't remember a single bit.
I remember one and you'll remember it,
I
mate.
won't remember it.
I feel you'll remember it. Now, you'll remember this part. It's near the end. They're in the church. They're about to get married, and Tom Selleck is coming to get the wife, the woman in it, who's the baby's mum, the lady's mum. And he's like, I'm going to get her. And then like one of those moments. So he gets to the church. And when they're in the church, the little girl, who's the main one of the film. Oh, I'm sorry, am I boring you, mate? I'm telling the story of the film, mate.
You are boring.
People might not know what happened in this scene. It's a pivotal scene. So the little girl is telling the story.
She's not
telling. I'm telling the story, not the little girl. And so he goes.
The story of what?
Him getting to the church where she's about to get married to another
girls?
guy. No, her mum. And she's about to get married to this guy, and this guy's not a nice guy. He's a British guy, but that's got nothing to do with him not being nice. It's just that he's a British guy. So Tom Selleck gets there, kicks the doors of the church open, and he like comes in, and then the little girl's like,
"What a crock!"
And then the bad guy, the groom guy, turns around and he's like,
"Oh, shut up, you little shit!"
"Oh, shut up, you little shit!" And then Tom Selleck's like, bang! Bang, knocks him out, and we're like, yeah! So that was a good part,
That's
even though
not funny.
Oh, I didn't. It wasn't supposed to be funny. Anyway, they were our funniest 80s comedy movies, and the bad ones as well. What are yours? Which, if you've got any suggestions, did you agree with ours, or did you think, what are they doing, putting things like Police Academy in, or whatever? Just follow us on social media, because we're on all the different social medias, and don't forget to like, subscribe, put it in everything in the comments.
We're trying to get 1,000 subs.
We're on the way.
To your mates. We're getting there.
We're nearly there now, so we're nearly on 800, aren't we? So 1,000 is, round the corner, and we want to say thanks to everybody who's been watching our videos and reviews.
And it's not long
like
till we've been doing this a year.
Yeah.
So that'd be good to hit it around there. So
yeah, that'll be great. So in the end, it's sayonara from me, and it's
adios.
Well, don't copy mine. You just do your own one, mate. I do the language. I do the language one.
Yeah,
you don't just do your own one. Yeah. See ya.